Okay, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Prop Wiz. I'm your host, the Wiz. Today, we're going to talk about the last episode of The Penguin that just aired last night. I did check it out last night, super late last night. Decided to get me some rest to kind of process what happened. It was a lot that happened in that episode. Or maybe not. Maybe it was just a few things. There's a couple of things that crossed my mind right now that was just heartbreaking. If you already seen the episode, you already know what's up. In fact, check out the episode because I am going to dive into spoilers for this particular one. If you haven't seen the episode, this is a spoiler review. Go check out the episode and come back. I'm probably going to do a review over the whole season with a couple of my homies. I'm trying to work it out. I haven't invited guests online yet. So I plan on doing at least, I guess, practicing. I'm being transparent with you guys. I haven't done it, so I'll probably do a practice episode. And I think I'm going to use the Penguin because all of my homies watch the Penguin. So thinking about doing a full episode. So stay tuned for that. I'll put that information out there. But yo, it's been an awesome show. In fact, I've already done non-spoiler reviews for the first 3 episodes, maybe the first 5 episodes. Check that out. I already love it. In short, in fact, I'll say most people love this. I feel like unanimously everybody is saying this is one of the best shows out definitely this year. And I would argue that it's probably one of the top shows in existence, man. They did just a very, very, very good job. I do feel like it's derivative. Some of it came from being similar to one of the most popular shows was Sopranos. Definitely had elements of that. And it wasn't directed by Matt Reeves. I don't know if he did 1 or 2 episodes, but I don't think he directed any of these episodes, but it definitely lent on his visual styles a lot. There was certain, especially the last episode, which is what we're talking about now, man. That final episode 8, dude, the beginning, it was shots that looked like it came directly from a Matt Reeves movie. Of course, Matt Reeves has done the Planet of the Apes. 2 of the Planet of the Apes movies, was 2 or 3 of them. I know he did the last 2 of the trilogy, the original trilogy, and did a phenomenal job storytelling, but his visuals are on point. And I felt like the Batman picked up on that. And there are people that, well, they're making another Batman. So Batman was obviously popular enough. I feel like anybody, even the people that I personally talked to that didn't like the Batman, usually when they went back and watched it, they appreciated it. I think the Batman was just so different than what we came to expect from the comic book spectacle. The Batman didn't have. It was much more calmer. It was much more mystery driven. Even the action scenes, they had some scenes of Batman beating up some people, but it wasn't over the top action. It was real grounded. And I think people aren't used to that even with a Batman. You would think Batman would be a grounded character because he doesn't have superhero superpowers, but yo, Batman's been off the chain for some years, man. But anyways, I personally like the Batman. I think I'm an 89 Batman head, so that is my Batman. Michael Keaton is my Batman. But I think The Dark Knight with the Joker, I thought that is not just a good Batman. That's one of the best movies, in my opinion, in existence. It was just well done. With that being said, as the comic book head in me, I saw more of the Batman in the Batman, Matt Reeves, the Batman, than anything. So that long little intro and description is just to say, of course, I'm going to love the Penguin. But I was surprised by how many people who weren't Batman fans, weren't fans of Matt Reeves' Batman, and or weren't even comic book fans to begin with that loved the Penguin. And the Penguin lent itself. The first episode started with the events of the Batman, specifically the impact of what the Riddler did to Gotham. But to be honest with you, if you took that little piece out, this show would still work a little bit. But anyway, final episode, super duper dope. The Penguin is gangster, man. There was definitely some scenes, man, where he's shooting out of situations like, dude. In fact, the whole series, he's just been getting out of these crazy situations. But this one in particular, yo, Penguin was tied up. Oh, by the way, spoiler. This is a spoiler review. I'm going to dive into some spoilers. I feel like this last episode I really can't talk about without saying this is what made me happy. This is what upset me. So heads up, it is a spoiler review. If you haven't seen The Penguin last episode, go check it out and come back. definitely come back, please. In fact, before you leave, hit that subscribe button, hit the notify button, please, before you leave to check it out. But anyways, dude, they had a scene where the penguin was tied up, taped up, to a chair, and he escaped. And not only did he escape gangster like with a person over his shoulder shooting with the other hand. You know what I'm saying? So there was some scenes in this that were dope. That sounds over the top, but it was just, dude, you watching it was like, yo, the penguin is gangster, man. But at the same time, they revealed some stuff. Last episode showed where he killed his two brothers. This one, you kind of see the narcissism, the sociopath, psychotic, man. The penguin is crazy in this one. So I thought this episode did a real good job at revealing the bad guy that Oz is, man. Because you watch this and you get to love him. I'm guessing, I know right now that this is a mini series versus a actual long-term series. So I don't think there's going to be any other seasons. Now, popularity changes things. There's talk of a Joker series coming. That might be because they're only doing one penguin. They're doing this one standalone mini series. So maybe they need to do something else because this one is popular that they hope people will see. And again, money is money. Warner Brothers, man, it's a corporation, dude. Even companies that I love, you got to acknowledge that it's about that money, yo. So it's popular. They might make a season 2. They might. Right now, I don't think it's going to happen. But and some of the events that happened in this series, to me, revealed that. And again, making Penguin someone you can love and relate to an extent is what carried this story. Like, he was able to be the hero of this story. But they made some moves at the end that I felt like were purposeful into needed a little lights here and there to let us know he was a bad guy. But this last episode was like, yo, this cat is not a good person. He's not going to be good. He reminds me of Frank Gallagher from Shameless. If you've seen that, Frank Gallagher is not going to do good. The Penguin, Oz, Cobblepot, it's a wrap, man. So already explained that, yo. He was given a chance to explain to his mother that he was the one that killed his brothers. The mother already knew, and he was going to let his mother finger get cut off. And of course, if you've seen this, you know what I'm talking about. Dude, he was going to let it happen. He was not going to admit what happened. This dude is crazy, sociopath, narcissist, whatever word you can attach to a personality like that. But look, Sophia's character, to me, had the best ending in this. Her story arc was dope. There was a couple of parts she tried to leave Gotham at the end of the episode, like trying to leave everything behind. I don't know if that was as convincing. There's not enough for me to diss it completely. It wasn't nothing that I got hung up on, but it was a little piece of that was like, really? Like, you just killed your family, you just did this and that. You really about to leave Gotham? You know what I'm saying? But cool, whatever. It did have some of the dope, visually had some of the dopest scenes that I've seen. They had a shot where Oswald had a gun to the back of her head and had some slow motion going on, the music. Like, I felt that, you know what I mean? Like, she was more sympathetic, man. And now that I think about it, man, maybe it's genius, yo. She became the character that I thought Oswald was. Like, Oswald was relatable. This is cool. He became more evil, where Sophia, even with power, wasn't as bad as I thought she was going to be. Like, she had captured both Penguin and Oz's mother and didn't kill the mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was trying to get something else out of that besides just killing this person. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And maybe that was the reason for her change. Maybe she learned something from that situation and understood her place in her family. There might be something deep. I got to go back and watch the show again. Full review with my friends is definitely coming now. Now that I say it out loud, I got to rewatch the whole series and kind of analyze it more. But anyways, dope scene. He act like he was going to shoot her. He ended up not. She goes to jail. At the very end, she gets a letter from her half sister. And if you've seen The Batman, you already knew who her half sister was Selena Kyle. Thinking about her this whole show, because of course Selena Kyle's mother was mentioned in one of the episodes when Sophia found out that her father was choking people. I do believe they mentioned Selena Kyle's mother in that as well. So you had that aspect. That was, to me, was the real ending of that. Was the ending, the gratifying ending. I like that. They played a little bit of the Catwoman tune. My favorite piece of music in the Batman movie is Selena Kyle's music. Is beautiful. I'm a music head. I love the music in that. So just that little callback as a fan of that movie and a fan of Batman, I loved. And then the final thing was, which is the worst. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. It doesn't make me hate the show. I knew something bad could possibly happen to Vic. We all knew that Vic was expendable. Like, we knew that this character might not fit in the next movie. This movie was designed to connect to the Batman 2. If anybody had to go, it's probably Vic and Oz's mother. There was certain characters you just know they're not going to bring all these characters over. Possibly. There was hope. So I knew something bad was going to happen to Vic. I didn't think it was going to be at the hands of Oz, and I didn't know it was going to be so wretched, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no battle, there's no fight, there's no it was just straight up betrayal. Like, Vic did not deserve this ending. I hate it, yo. Now, I questioned it when it was happening. I'm questioning whether it's bad writing. Again, I'm one of the kind of people, as you guys, if you're on this show, you're probably that way too, where you overanalyze these shows or you have an understanding how these shows are put together. So, of course, again, everything that I mentioned about having it connected to the Batman 2 is running through my mind as he's choking the life out of Vic. Like, oh, are they doing this because we can't bring Vic? They've already written the Batman script. Vic isn't in it. We got to get rid of this character. That's what it felt like. And so that feels like a cheat for that character. With that being said, seeing Oswald turn into a psychopath, that psychopath thing, I think was relevant this season, specifically this last episode, specifically after his mother has her stroke. Then you see what happens after Vic's death. It's like, yeah, Oz gone, bro. Oz gone. So in that regard, I can see the Vic thing happening. And that him justifying and what he said made sense, which is, this represents a piece of my weakness, and I have to get rid of this weakness. I have to kill this weakness out. Far-fetched because we're not psychopaths, so I couldn't relate to it. It was hard for me to grip, but I hear him. Weakness, gotta go. But anyways, man, dude, that's my final verdict on the whole season is that it was dope. Or we're just sticking to the last episode. I thought it was a great last episode. I do feel fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing more I need from this story right now. So in that regard, which is probably further proof that it's a miniseries contained story. I got what I needed from this. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I can't fault the writers in that. And we got a Penguin. He's more crazier than I'm used to. Way more. Again, Eyes gone. And Penguin is not. He's crazy. But they had the look. We had the top hat. I don't think he ever put the top hat on. I think they just showed him rocking it. But the outfit, the look, and everything, he's more of the Penguin from the comic book. So really, we got this origin within the origin with Oz. We already seen his introduction. Yeah, man. Matt Reeves is cool, yo. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm excited for the next Batman, the Batman 2, I believe it's called. He just added a 2 to it. We got a Penguin. That's the Penguin already. Don't know how much of that story is going to focus on the Penguin. I doubt it focuses that much on just the Penguin. But, dude, I'm excited with where this ended. And, of course, that little shot of the Bat logo at the end. So they never showed the Batman, but that little shot of the Bat signal at the end just reminds us, yo, remember, this is a Batman property, yo. So, anyway, overall, man, I think it was dope, dude. I do give this one, I think it was a 10 out of 10 product, yo. Again, I'm kind of torn. That rating might change, so I might show signs of hypocrisy when I go back and watch it. But as of now, writing, directing, visuals, the look of it, the color grading, everything about this show I thought was dope. And dude, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. But anyways, that's my thoughts, man. Let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section. Did you watch this? Are you feeling it? If you haven't watched it, are you going to feel it? Watch it. If you haven't watched it, why aren't you watching it? Let me know, whatever, in the comment section. Also, if you're feeling this video, if you like this video, please take the time to hit the like button, hit the notify button as well. That way you get notified every time I drop a new video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And as always, I love you guys to death, and I'll check you out next time. All right, peace.